All right, when things begin to happen over and over and there is no result, it is obvious that something is wrong somewhere. And for that thing to be corrected, that mistake, that reason, and that whatever is triggering that thing to work wrongly has to be fixed. And the truth is just what is lacking in this grand ecosystem, because without truth, we are not going forward. We are not getting disbursement. This is a shocking revelation about what has been happening in grant ecosystem, about the money that's supposed to be given to the masses. Money was collected for a job, and at the end of the day, there's no result, and they promise and they fail. And this is kind of how do I put it now? Questions that are begging for answers. What happened? What is going on? Don't forget our disbursement is promised us this week. And I don't know if any of you have received anything. Let us know in the comment section and pay attention to this full revelation about disbursement, what is happening behind closed door that you and I are not aware of. Pay attention and subscribe to the update. Share this piece of information so that people can be educated and they can be aware. Let's join our hands together in the comment section.
A very good afternoon to everyone on the sound of my voice. This is Admin Ellis, the former table shaker, the current pace setter and peacemaker. Today is the 31st day of March 2025. I had earlier promised myself never to make any voice note for public consumption. But necessity has no rule, and necessity has pushed me to the wall, so it's expedient I make this voice note. This voice note is directed to the leaked phone conversation between Madam Temitope and someone else that I do not know or may not know. I listened to the leaked audio phone conversation, and I was seriously taken aback. I was shocked at what I heard coming out from the mouth of somebody that I so much rated high and respected. What was coming out from her mouth? Well, I was not all that shocked, because in the grand ecosystem I have developed shock absorber over time, and that is why when you see people insult me left, right and center, it does not move me, because of the shock absorbers. Now, it's quite unfortunate that events are unfolding and unfolding faster than I expected them to. Madam Temitope Balogun, I will be addressing 3 points from your leaked phone conversation that I listened to. It was a lengthy one. Now, number one, that leaked phone conversation shows that you are a chameleon. That's number 1 point. Number 2, from that phone conversation, you have self-destroyed yourself. Is a self-destruction that you have done for yourself, on yourself, sorry. Because after listening to the leaked phone conversation, you don't have any moral right and any legal right to continue talking. Well, for me, let me not be the judge of this, because there's an adage that says, he who the gods want to kill, they first of all make mad. So why they make the person mad is so that the person will never listen to any instruction or to any advice, because you can't give a madman an advice. So let me not be the judge of that. But from this voice leaked phone conversation, you have killed and buried yourself with your hands. Oh, nobody did it for you. In fact, now you use your hand, kill yourself. Now you use your hand, dig the grave. Now you use your hand, jump inside, bury yourself. Now, the third point is that I want you to carry out your plan to also involve me for promoting Africonia and Afcash. Please go ahead. I wonder why you have not done it since, because from that leaked conversation you were saying it that I am fighting you. In fact, the person you were saying it said that mumu. Yeah, I don't become mumu. Of course, I said I have developed shock absorbers. So why I'm fighting you, according to what you said, is that I'm also a grant handler. I promoted Africonia grant and Afcash. So I'm fighting you so that my name will also not be mentioned, so that my own will not be mentioned. And I will say this is the height of ignorance and stupidity. Now, I am very intentional in what I'm saying. I'm very intentional because I know you are the mother of all petitioners. You can petition people for Africa. The only place you have not gone to is the presidency. If there is any office in the presidency that accepts petition, you can go there. You have gone to CDHR, you have gone to EFCC, you have gone to DSS, you have gone to the police. So it is remaining the presidency. Okay, you have also gone to National Assembly. It's remaining the presidency and the ICC. There's International Criminal Court. These are the two places remaining for you to go. So I'm not scared. I'm telling you to go ahead. You in your small mind, it is because of Africonia that is why I'm fighting you, so that you will not include Africonia and me in your struggle. I'm begging you to go ahead, please. Now, in the first point I made, I said from the voice conversation that leaked, from what I heard from Madam Temitope, she portrays herself like as a chameleon. You know, a chameleon changes color every now and then. And why did I make that statement? I made that statement because all this agitation, all this shout on social media, we are going to CDHR, we have done this, we have done that, is a smoke screen. Madam Temitope Balogun, from what I heard her say in that leaked voice note, she does not give a damn about the masses. So all these people thinking that she's fighting for you, the woman don't give a damn about you. She has a plan, a plan. This agitation is a small screen that will cover the people's eyes and also give her a platform to stand and execute the major plan she has. And that major plan, there are about 4 to 6 persons, let me say 5 to 6 persons that are planning it. And it is a very selfish plan, in the sense that they are the ones that will benefit from it. The plan also goes ahead to involve them receiving a monthly salary. Make I no talk again. Make I no talk, man, no talk. Oh, Jesus Christ. So all these things are smoke screen. Believe it, don't believe it, now for your pocket, you don't concern me. In fact, I started regretting why I even supported her, unknown to me that the plan she had wasn't even to expose this, expose that, drag this person, go court. No, that's not the plan. The plan is a selfish one, according to what I listened to in that leaked audio. I pray that leaked audio will get to everybody. Well, I know sooner or later it will circulate around and people will listen to it, and then you'll be shocked. Now, for those of you still giving 1,000 naira support to her, please go ahead. I'm not stopping you. Please go ahead. If I increase it to 10,000 naira support, okay, our mumu never do. Now my own mumu do, because somebody said it in my platform that the problem with you adminelis is that you easily trust people, and my siblings will always tell me that. They will tell me that among all of us, you easily trust people and they easily betray you, and that is why you are easily hurt each time. And it is the fact, I easily believe people. So thank you for making me believe in you and rally round, got people to support you and also supported you too, just for you to achieve your aim. You know yourselves now, the 5 or 6 of you, you know. Now that is that as per that. For her burying herself, that one, destroying herself, that one is a settled issue. That is why I'm not scared, and I don't see AGPGN being scared. If AGPGN are scared, they wouldn't have even gone to the police station in the first place. Now this brings me to the third and final point, the Africonia Afcash. Now I will tell you, in fact, I still have records to back everything I say. I have records to back it up. I was the first person that introduced Africonia Agriculture Grant to New Dawn Humanitarian Foundation. Then I was one of the board members in quotes. I'm putting it in quotes. Maybe in the future I will explain what that means. Okay, I was in quotes one of the board members then. In fact, that was where the betrayal started. That made me resign from. You forget about all these things that they admin is. You work with Kingsley, you betray him. You work with. The day I will say the story of what happened in New Dawn, that is when you will now know. You know, my late father will always say that the first person that comes to tell a story is always right. You know, when two people fight, first person will come talk waiting because they fight. They always do right until the second person wey you fight with go come talk him own. Then you now seeing variations. So for now, I want you all to believe that their side of the story. Keep saying that Minelis, you work with Kingsley, you betray him. I'm a betrayer. No, good and fine. Until the day, it's only just one elder statesman in the grand ecosystem that knows what transpired and knows what happened. And when I say elder statesman, I'm not talking about Reverend Abacha. No. I'm not talking about the likes of Brother David that makes noise. No, respect to Brother David though, but I'm not talking about him. Okay, because that one I'm not noise maker. He knows he's saying don't keep license. I'm talking about a well-respected elder statesman in the grand ecosystem. Okay. Now, when I introduced Africonia, we started working. In fact, that Africonia, they came to me, you know, to use my cooperative to front it. But being the kind of person I am, I reasoned that no, we have been struggling. I Kingsley, Lady Rookie, or Stars, and later Barrister Oga joined. It was later on that Barrister Oga joined. We have been struggling. So if this thing is a good thing that is coming, we should enjoy it together. And therefore, I took it to them. That was the genesis of my problem. That was where I shot myself on my leg. Okay, so but I will spare the story for today. Later on, maybe in the future, I will say the story, how it is. Although I've told some people half of the story, you understand, but the full story is still left untold. Now, one of the things that made me leave New Dawn when I resigned, one of the things, there are other things, but one among them, the Africonia grant. Africonia partnered with Sparkle Bank. It was Sparkle Bank that was supposed to fund the project. Okay, now I will tell you that I am the Africonia Bank ambassador, and even till tomorrow I am, and I will defend Africonia anywhere, because till tomorrow I believe in the Africonia project. Till tomorrow, when I say tomorrow, I mean the future. I don't mean tomorrow that is Tuesday. I mean the future, into the future. I believe in their project. Now, Africonia partnered with Sparkle to bring this grant, and then Africonia needed people to mobilize. The grant was legit. Sparkle Bank, registered organization, well organized. Africonia, registered organization, well organized, and they needed people to, you know, get people on board to be able to fulfill their own part of the bargain with Sparkle Bank. Okay. Now, I am not holding brief for Africonia. I am not under the instruction of Africonia to say this. I'm speaking as an individual. Okay. So I will speak to a certain extent. It is not everything I will say, because I'm not holding brief for them. So now, Africonia recruited me, you know, because of the waves I was pushing on social media. One of the directors that was in my platform contacted me, and I introduced New Dawn. Instead of using my cooperative, I introduced New Dawn. And then we signed an agreement and started pushing the grant. Africonia made, in fact, one of the clause we signed in the agreement was that it was free of cost and there should be no monetary attachment to it whatsoever. We signed it with Africonia. New Dawn signed it with Africonia that day. It was there. I still have a copy. Okay. Yeah, it's an NDA. There was an NDA signed too. That is non-disclosure agreement. Okay, but this is in the open because we keep saying it. So it is not what we signed in the document that I'm saying. What I'm saying already, Africonia have also said it. You don't have said it. Howbeit, they said it with other intentions. Okay, they will come and say one thing and do the other thing. I'll still get to that. Now, we started mobilizing people free of cost. One of the things that made me resign from Africonia was that a call came to me from somebody in Asaba. Then Newdon had only one office in Abuja. Okay, now a call came to me from somebody in Asaba that Newdon has an office in Asaba and that they are collecting money. Okay, they are collecting money for subscription of Afonia. I said, no, this can't be true. I told the person, okay, go back, get me evidences, which the person did. And then, in the board meeting, being a board member in quotes, in the board meeting, the first person I confronted was Lady Rookie, thinking that, before I learned my lessons in the grand community, I in fact, experience dealt with me. I approached Lady Rookie first, telling her this is what I observed, because it was Kingsley that was in Asaba. Okay, Lady Rookie was in the north, thinking that Lady Rookie was unconnected. Okay, it was when we got to the board meeting and we were discussing that, and I saw that I noticed from my own perspective. Okay, I noticed that this was an organized thing, and I was not in the know of it. And the way, I wouldn't disclose what happened, but that's left for another day. And that was when I tendered my first resignation. If you notice, I resigned twice. I tendered my first resignation. They pleaded to do some amendments here and there. I don't want to go into details for now. And then I came back, only for them to do oh Jesus only for them to do the worst. And then I bled in my heart, I wept in my heart, and then I resigned finally. If there is anybody in the grant ecosystem and outside the grant ecosystem that will say that Adminelis collected 1 naira from him or her for the registration of Afonia grant, the person should come forward, post your proof of payment in all social media platforms, and disgrace Adminelis. I say this with all boldness. Madam Temitope, make haste, please, make haste and write the petition against me. You say because of Afonia, that is why I'm dragging you so that you will not include it. I dare you, if you are a woman that means what she says and does, and not rant and shout, rant on social media, make haste to petition me too. If they bore you well, yes, I have to use these words because you started it first. Well, let me withdraw that word because it's not a good word. It's not. So I withdraw that word if they burn you well. But I dare you, petition me. You know, you always think that the police is in your pocket. You always think that the EFCC are in your pocket. You think that the DSS are in your pocket. Okay? For the CDHR, that one I'm not sure whether they do your pocket or not because I don't know. I'm saying what I know. I'm not sure. Okay? But for this other organization, you think that they are in your pocket. But of course, the one that you have done has shown you that police, yes, we have few bad eggs among the police, and even the police are also picking those bad eggs and expelling them from the police force. We have few bad eggs. If you think that it is one of the few bad eggs that you have met that will help you, just like the Wood case, that the plan was to put him, he will go on a Friday, they will detain him, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, you go and get court injunction, take him to court and imprison him right away. And you don't know that there are also good policemen. That is what you don't know, and that is why I said police is our friend. Okay, the police are there to listen to both parties and judge the case. If it is a case they can resolve at the station, the police is there to make peace. They are there to enforce the law and make peace. If it is the one they can make peace, they make peace and tell you, no, what you did is wrong, write this, say you will not do this again, you to write this one. But if it is the one they feel that this one don't pass Gary, no, we take and go court, they will do that. So I dare you to take this matter to the police. Now, secondly, the AFCASH. It will surprise you to know that also I promoted AFCASH. I know they hide down. In fact, I wonder where you are getting all this nonsense from, because in my platform I am bold. I'm boldly saying this on the platform. I promoted AFCASH. I have never for once denied Afonia or denied AFCASH. People will be a witness on my platform. I promoted it. The other day I read it. If it's only my platform that you see people talk against AGPGN, talk against me, admin that owns the platform, and nothing will happen to them except they go against our rules and regulations. People there with them may be witness. And when they go against the rules, it's either I restrict them, I warn them and restrict them, or I kick them out. The only person I have kicked out from my platform is you, and unapologetically I did so for personal reasons, for reasons best known to me. Okay, so now in my platform I saw somebody say admin deceived me into buying, or admin deceived us into buying half cash, and I looked at it, I responded to the person. I never deceived anyone. In fact, I don't believe in practice what you preach. Okay, I don't believe in that. I believe in preach what you practice. These are two different things. Practice what you preach and preach what you practice. They are two different things. So I preach what I practice. So before I even brought half cash to the masses and promoted it, I had already bought half cash. I bought a total more than 3,000 half cash at the rate of 150 naira. So if you calculate 150 naira times 3,000, it's amounting to 450,000 naira. And I bought more than 3,000, meaning I spent more than 500,000 naira. So if I deceive them, I also deceive myself. That should be the right statement to make. Okay? But there is no such thing as deception. I believe. In fact, last year during the regime of not last year, some years back, either last year or last 2 years, they did a buyback. Although they did not buy from everybody. Okay, they bought from some people and promised that they will come back to do the final buyback. And those people bought half cash at the rate of 150 naira. And in that buyback, they bought it back at the rate of the dollar exchange rate. Then I think it should be either 400 or 500. I don't know, but those people made gains. And I want to tell you now that if they are, in fact, I had calculated in January that. Because I'm following up with what they are doing, I thought that they will round up with what they are doing, and by this March they will buy the final buyback. But I'm human, I made some mistakes in my calculation. They are not done, so they can't meet up. Of course, today is the last day of March, so they can't meet up. So, but surely they will do a buyback either next month or upper one. I can't say for sure. And when they do so, it will be at the current exchange rate of dollar, which means those people will be selling their half cash at the rate of 1,400 or 1,500, as the case may be in exchange rate. So if you have 1,000 half cash and you are selling at the rate, and they bought it back, you have 1,000 half cash which you bought at the rate of 150 naira. It means you spent 150,000 naira, right? And you are selling it currently at the rate of 1,500. It means you are going to make 1.5 million naira or more. So are you actually losing? Despite the fact that you have waited, are you actually losing? The answer is no. So this is the little explanation I have to give. I'm not making this explanation for you to pipe low on what you plan to do. Please, just like Jesus told Judas Iscariot, make haste. That your plan where you want to betray me, make haste, go do it. That was what Jesus said. I also tell you, make haste, and that petition, go do it. I am not in any way preventing you from fighting AGPGN. The only thing I pleaded with you was to hold on a bit, so that we will not hit up the social media and thereby truncate the process that is currently ongoing, the palliative progress that is currently ongoing. I am following up with AGPGN. I'm not a member of AGPGN, I'm not an executive member, but I am following up with the activities going on there. And that was the plea that I made to you. But since you want to carry on, and the AGPGN have even told you, go ahead with what you want to do. Okay, go ahead. And now you are going ahead and you are still complaining that I'm the one holding you. I'm doing. Please, Madam David, go ahead. Okay, from your voice note, I've seen that you act like a chameleon. Go ahead. Ubok. So this voice note has become lengthy. I'm not known for lengthy voice notes, but let me end it here. They say he who lives in glass house don't throw stone. And Madam Temitope, don't forget that AP Charity Foundation, that you lied to us, you deceived almost all of us, that you took it to the CDHR and you went to one government office and they authenticate the documents that they are correct. Now, from my investigation, it came to a point that I discovered that you are also a pioneer of AP Charity Foundation. In fact, it gets to the point that the Epic Charity Foundation, you became the sole pioneer, that is the country director. You became the, I have proofs to back this thing up. Okay, you became the country director, that is the grant handler handling Epic Charity Foundation grants. Okay, and remember that people paid money for that Epic. Oh, remember that the Epic was not free of cost. Remember, so what is good for the goose is good for the gander. I rest my case here. Thank you and God bless you.